Hello, everyone. This is a retelling of the third and fourth episodes of the TV series The Pretense. You will find links to the remaining parts in the description. The year is 2011. Dee Dee Blanchard actively collects donations online. She also receives letters of support and cash from people who are not indifferent. Dee Dee puts them in a special bag. Gypsy continues his nocturnal outings. Now she's watching educational videos on how to kiss properly. The next request is a cosplay for girls. No, the costumes are more interesting for women. A mother and daughter are preparing to go to a cosplayer convention. Gypsy, of course, is dressed like a Disney princess. She really wanted to be Belle, but Dee Dee forced her to dress up as Cinderella. Gypsy is already 17 years old, but her mother tells everyone that she is only 15. Teenagers are more pitiable. The girl is immensely glad to be in such a place. Shelley also came to the convention. Logan Wolverine himself came to greet the family. Shelley let him stay with Dee Dee alone and cook. Ross compliments the woman and wants to get to know her better. Dee Dee immediately ran away from him to the bathroom. Soon Gypsy saw her Wolverine and she bared her hangers before rolling up to him. The girl has no money to buy shoes. It's also missing from the wig. But the green saleswoman gives her a soft toy, which makes Gypsy sick. The bearded geek gets smart and wonders how old the girl is. 18, Gypsy says. In the bathroom, Dee Dee wiped off all her makeup. She didn't have any men in her plans. Wolverine Scott plays his role, flirting with a disabled girl at the same time. And I've never met such a cute Cinderella. A couple came to look at the DeLorean, and a child in a wheelchair was allowed to pass without waiting in line. Gypsy is having the most romantic moment of her life. The man picks her up, spins her around, and puts her in the car. The year is 2015. Shelley wonders who would wish harm to a kind-hearted woman like Dee Dee. There didn't seem to be any men in their house, but one day 4 years ago, she called her and asked about some guy from the neighborhood. Dee Dee has returned to the gym and is looking everywhere for her daughter. The last time Shelley saw her was with Scott. Having found her, the woman immediately plans to take the girl home. Scott suggests Gypsy make friends on Facebook, but she and her mom share the same page. Ross is wholeheartedly trying to support Dee Dee, but the quirky madam is only thinking about how to quickly leave a crowded place and close at home again. Gypsy wondered how Mom met Dad, but Dee Dee reduced the conversation to the fact that a man can leave at any moment, but his mother will always be there. Like, apart from maternal love, Gypsy doesn't need anything else. But that night, the girl looks at pictures of Wolverine kissing Jean Grey, whom Scott told her about. While registering on Facebook, she thought about, and how old is she really? The medical insurance card shows the 91st year of birth, which means she is already 19. Gypsy stands by the bed and looks at her sleeping mother with hatred, and then steals $80 from a money bag. Refueling the car, Dee Dee sent her daughter to buy her a cup of tea. Taking advantage of the moment, the girl used the stolen money to buy herself a mobile phone. Embarrassed, she wrote to the bearded man at night and invited him to be friends. A month later, Gypsy started talking about the wedding. When communicating with her mother, her smile becomes more and more forced. One day, Scott sent his girlfriend a bright red wig. Replacing the cap with red curls, Gypsy now looks one-on-one like Wolverine's sweetheart Jean Grey. All this time, Roz has been hitting on Dee Dee on the phone and now wants to meet with her. He's an economic man, if anything, and he can fix the shelf, and he can take out the trash, and he'll also help with his daughter. The last point scared the woman off, and she just hung up. One day, Lacey noticed that Gypsy was giggling at something, and the pretender decided to tell her neighbor her secret that she had found the prince. They would have 2 children, and he would take her to some special place, like Kansas, and they will have a wedding in the winter. One night, Scott texted her that he'd had a rough night and was in the hospital. The girl called a taxi, put on her bouncy wig, and came to visit her prince. The pediatrician did not recognize her, as did Scott, who was very surprised to find that his girlfriend could walk. The rumpled man likes the way Gypsy looks. So Dee Dee woke up at the wrong time in the middle of the night and found a note in which Gypsy wrote that she fell in love, ran away from home, and is going to have children. And the mother won't be able to stop it. That's when Dee Dee made the call to Shelley. Scott brought Gypsy to his place. After rolling a beer, he wonders what a little girl she is. By the way, he does not live by himself, but with a neighbor. And he's so handsome now after the bar fight. The girl constantly calls the bearded man her hero, her prince. I wish Jean Grey could escape with Wolverine from the terrible Cyclops. You know she killed him, right? Gypsy and Wolverine started kissing, but the intimate moment was interrupted by the mother, who quickly found where the local superhero lives. The woman whines and begs her daughter to leave with her, but Gypsy does not want to return to her cage. Then Digi promised her that she would not forbid her to see her friend. In the car, the mother immediately took off her mask and Gypsy took off her wig. Arriving home, she does not allow her daughter to get out of the car. She should only go down the ramp in a wheelchair. Gypsy can hardly drive into the house using it. The woman didn't say another word that evening. 2013, Gypsy is already 21. She's already licking her lips, watching a sweaty guy mowing the lawn. Her mother found her doing this. She is still bathing her adult daughter, which does not bring her any joy. Didi has been diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, and Gypsy clarifies, "Is mom going to die soon? She doesn't look good." No, if the girl is with her mom every day and helps her get injections, then everything will be fine. But she hasn't been able to stand injections since childhood. It's Gypsy's birthday. Her mother tries to convince her that she is still 18, not 22. The gift for Gypsy was 2 guinea pigs and her first pets. Lacey came home from college for the weekend and decided to stop by her neighbor's place. She's so lonely without friends. By the way, she has a new boyfriend whom she met online on some Christian dating site. Gypsy, hearing this, started up and asked to see this wonderful website. Its convenience lies in the fact that it shows exactly those who are nearby. For example, a guy with a lawnmower. Didi gets a call from her ex-husband to congratulate her Gypsy, but the woman won't let him talk to his daughter. Immediately, she received a call from the hospital. Gypsy was supposed to have an ear canal operation this week, but since she turned 18, she must give her consent to such procedures and operations, at least if she has not been granted guardianship. Didi overheard her friends discussing love affairs. She shouts at her daughter and declares that it's too early for her to think about guys and there's nothing to worry about. The sly girl figured out how to steal without her mother noticing. She takes a little bit each time and puts it in her own money bag, which she hides inside the unicorn. Didi came with Gypsy to the lawyer's office. If she wants to become her daughter's guardian, then an independent doctor must confirm the diagnosis. Then there will be a court hearing. The lawyer asks Gypsy questions, and if she answers something wrong, her mother squeezes her hand. It is up to the judge to decide that the girl is incapacitated, meaning she cannot make decisions. Didi called her daughter retarded. They say she has a 7-year-old mind. Gypsy tore the rabbit's eye out of anger, but it turned out that the girl quite intelligently answers questions about her health, so Didi can hardly count on guardianship. The woman felt unwell, and she sat down to rest in a massage chair. Gypsy takes advantage of the moment to slip away and buy I bought a laptop with the stolen money. Driving up to the car, Gypsy hid the laptop itself under the seat and got rid of the box. At night, the girl finally registers on a Christian dating site. To take a photo to her profile, Gypsy wore a wig with long black hair. Lacey leaves her father's house in a scandal. Didi decided that it was time to come up and tell her complaints about their communication with her daughter. After saying a few words, the woman fainted. At home, she does not want to let Gypsy go and demands that her daughter sit with her. She'll even let her watch Twilight, but not the scenes with everyone. During the day, as many as 10 guys wrote on the Gypsy dating site, and the lawnmower even sent her a photo of his cucumber. The girl started texting with a guy named Nick. He hit the bullseye by calling her a princess, and they quickly found a common language. Didi learned that instead of custody, she could expect to receive a power of attorney from a lawyer. But Gypsy must also put her signature under it. Meanwhile, the girl is communicating with Nick through a video link. A strange guy asks her to show herself to her full height. She refuses and admits that her hair is not real and she uses a wheelchair. It doesn't bother him at all. Nick himself claims to have multiple personalities. Nick is the light side, and the dark side is a vampire named Victor. Didi received a power of attorney in the mail. She pretended to be sick and called Gypsy over to talk. She tells her that she was in prison and they tried to stab her with a disposable razor knife. And she doesn't want the same thing to happen to Gypsy, but she could easily be imprisoned for stealing and lying all the time. They'll blame it on you, Gypsy, and the only way out for her is to sign the papers. then everything will remain as it is. And the intimidated girl, with tears in her eyes, signs the power of attorney. Gypsy tells Nick about her innermost secrets. She understands her guilt that she played along with her mother, deceived a huge number of people. They are tied to her. Young people declare their love to each other. Weird Nick decided it was time to show Gypsy an erotic BDSM picture and basically tell her what BDSM is. Gypsy fell asleep on the floor with her laptop. Her mother caught her and smashed the equipment into trash with a hammer. "I'll just buy myself a new one," Gypsy says. In response, the mad woman dragged her daughter into the room, threw her on the bed, and began tying her hands. Gypsy spat in Dita's face, causing her to have a tantrum and tell him. She wanted to leave the house, but her mother begs her to come back. She won't be like that anymore, and the girl has stayed. She's texting Nick now. The guy's dark side promises to protect her. The main thing is that she does as he says. The girl imagines him in her room. That night, he taught Gypsy how to masturbate. There will be a sequel, so see you soon.